Hey everyone, this is Chris. Today I'm going to walk you through how to use Resi. Resi is a software-hardware combo that we use to broadcast all of our weekend gathering messages to all of our different locations. There's not too many moving parts, but I'm going to walk you through step by step how to operate it on a weekend. The very first screen that you're going to see when you boot up your unit is this one right here, your login page. It should remember your username and password as you boot up the machine, but in the event that it doesn't, please reach out via production support on Slack, and we'd be happy to get you back logged in. Okay, I'm going to click sign in, and that will take you to the main events page. The events page is essentially where everything starts and where you're going to find each of the weekend gatherings. As you can see here, there are two separate events with different days. One of those is the 5th, one of those is the 6th. And this will separate your different gatherings from other gatherings. I'm going to click on the newest one, and when I do that, I'm going to hit select event, and then it's going to ask you to clear the local disk cache. And basically what this does is it makes sure that any additional data residue is cleared out before you actually start playing back your file. So every single time that we do that, we're going to hit clear, and then it's going to think a little bit, and then it'll load up your event. Once it actually loads, you'll see that it shows up in the preview window. As you can see right here, we have our first slide. Down here, the buffered time remaining, that is the amount of time that it is buffered for you to use. So if you're trying to go past 3 minutes and 46 seconds as of that time, you're not going to be able to do that. So it's pretty quick, and when we actually go live with it, you'll have plenty of time to actually go live with us. If you boot up Resi and you get to the events page and you're not seeing the correct event that should be up, all you need to do is go down to refresh list and click on that. And then if there's one that has been added and that isn't actually showing up, then it should show up after you hit that. The next thing we're going to do is jump to our queues page. So the queues are predetermined in points and out points in each of these files, and it allows you to jump right to those, and so you can use it super easily. As you can see, there are different sections of the overall gathering that we're using as the endpoints, and then you can jump to any of those that you need. Most of the time, you're going to be jumping to either the roll-in or a message, whichever one is first. You just have to know what point of the gathering you're starting at. This is an At the Movies week that we're looking at, so I'm going to start with the message. All you have to do to get that queued up is go over to the actions and hit Go To. It's going to think for a little bit, and then it'll pull you right up to the perfect starting point for that particular section of the gathering. So right now you're seeing our buffer time is going up and up, and this is a current black screen. It's black because it's right before the actual message starts. So it is the transition point that we will want to start at. So then when you actually hit play and you switch your screens, it'll be a smooth transition. For those of you with switchers that are capable of doing this, we've set up Rostock with it so that when you hit take on your switcher and you switch your screens, it'll automatically trigger this video and hit play for you. However, if you don't have a switcher that's capable of that and is not a ROS device, then you will have to do that manually. Fortunately, it's pretty easy to do. We do that down here in the playback options. You can see that there are a couple of different buttons, but the obvious main ones are play, forward, and rewind. Play is self-explanatory, and then forward and rewind are exactly that. It's to pull you back or forward one frame at a time so that you can fine-tune your endpoint. Most of the time, you shouldn't have to do this, given that Master Control is setting the endpoints for you, and they take a lot of time to make sure that you guys get a good transition point. In terms of monitoring the audio from Resi, over here in the corner, you can see that there is a headphone meter. And so right now it's all the way at 0, but if you wanted to hear it from the headphone jack that is in the front of your Resi box, you can take that, turn it up, and then once you plug in your headphones on the front, then when you hit play, you can actually hear what that source sounds like. Once you're at the end of the gathering and you're ready to switch to the next gathering, you'll want to go back to the events page up in the top left, and then you're going to want to refresh your list. You can click once to select it and then hit select event, or you can double click the event and it'll do the same thing. It's going to ask me to clear my cache, which I will. And once it loads, then you're ready to go. You can go back to your queues page and get set for the next gathering. If you're going live for that particular gathering, we are going to operate at a 3-minute delay. That could be a little bit longer depending on VNO and the actual start time of your location, but 3 minutes is plenty of time to make sure that everything is loaded, sounds good, and looks good. So in terms of basic operation, that is about it. There are some other deeper settings within Resi, but we're going to save that for a more advanced video. If you have any questions about the basic operation or any other questions related to Resi, please let production services know and we'd be happy to help. That is it for now, and we'll see you in the next one.